What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be tearing into this motor from our Veloster N that we took out last time. We got this thing on the engine stand. We're going to take it apart, check out how some of the parts have done after all the abuse we put it through in 2020. We're going to be doing a head gasket on it and some other preventive maintenance. You know, we're going to check out the turbo and a few other things. So, all right, got some progress done. Got the whole engine harness off. Got a bunch of the coolant pipes off and other hoses over here. Probably gonna start working on the intake manifold and throttle body and all that stuff. Got Rich working on the other motor from the white car. He's swapping out the downpipe and everything on this motor. Take manifolds off. We can show you some of this direct injection underneath here now that you can see it. Pretty cool. I'll have to pull these guys off. Probably some fuel come out here, but I got a little secondary wire harness to the injectors, knock sensor, and everything. The rest of the fuel setup here. Pop this off. Let's see, these guys come out too. It's kind of interesting. I don't know if you can see in there, but pretty cool. On the turbo side here, gonna have to take off some more of the wire harness for the O2 sensors. Take off all these little heat shields. Some of the other hoses and everything that are attached to the block and the water pipe. But it shouldn't be too bad. It's almost down to a bare motor without accessories. I gotta get a tool to rip this belt off. Obviously we're running no AC. We gotta take the air conditioning off this one. You see this is how it originally was. We run a new belt and everything to make all the accessories still work without the air conditioning. As you can see, also Rich started to get the downpipe and everything off the new car. He's gonna be installing an aftermarket one. Turbo's off. A few other accessories are going to come off this thing, and then I'm going to start working on the valve cover, the timing chain cover. Valve covers off, show you guys the cams and inside the head a little bit. Looks real clean. Obviously it does. It's pretty new, so why wouldn't it? Definitely smells like the race fuel up in here. Alright, so we got some directions to move the cylinder head. So first thing we gotta do is check to make sure we're at top dead center. With the lower timing chain case. We got a little notch right here in the pulley, if you can see that right by my finger, and that matched up with the T for top dead center, so that's good. So now we're gonna rip this case back off again, and then we are gonna make sure that the sprockets are lined up here. I'll try and get a good image of that in a second. Alright, looking at the chain case off. Got the two sprockets here. Got our guides, here's our tensioner. Here's our guides for the oil pump. There's another tensioner here. I'm assuming these colored chains are for when you do the timing, when you set the timing, so I'm sure we'll have to use those later, but we are taking it apart right now. Pretty interesting, nothing too complex. Alright, we got these top two marks here lined up on the sprockets, showing that they're top dead center. We got the cover off and showed top dead center. And then now we have to pin the tensioner, and then we should be able to probably pop the rest of this chain off and the guides and everything, and then work on the cams and everything up here. Here's the actual lobe for the high pressure pump. Let's see, cam to cam. Now we're gonna finish taking off this little cover, rip off all these guys, and that's gonna be it for the valve train, and then we're gonna do the head bolts next. Alright, so when removing these camshaft bearing caps, there's definitely a sequence you want to do, just so like they're just alternating outside, inside. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4. So here's the head gasket. You can see this cylinder looks like the gasket went here. That's our thought. So obviously we're gonna replace this, get that all checked out, and just reassemble from there, replace any gaskets or anything else that we take a look at the head now that it's off. You can see the ports for the direct injection right here. Pretty cool to see. But starting to take apart the rest of the valve train, so we can bring this to the machine shop to get this the head cut and checked out for anything. But it's pretty much it for the engine teardown on this episode.